So usually I do a 2-week update, but this week I'll be doing a 3-week update since last week there were some very exciting events going on in my life. Yeah, your girl is married. And I would go look at my ring, but yeah, symptoms are not allowing me to wear my rings right now. Can't even do that. I am officially married and I'm super excited, and I'll be recapping all 3 weeks, but much has changed, so it should be short. I always say that, but hopefully I'm not lying this time. What's been going on with me the last few weeks, which honestly not much has changed. I did have a doctor's appointment on Valentine's Day, and that was just a regular checkup. You know, they check your blood pressure, they check your weight, and I believe I was trending on the higher side of where I should be. I think I was like close to 35 pounds gained since finding out that I was pregnant. So, and I believe they wanted me to gain 35 pounds, between 25 and 35, and I'm over that, right? I'm like at 35 right now, so I must have been at like 30 at that point, and I'm at 35 right now. But I'm always hungry, so it's so hard, and I try to eat the right stuff, but I love all the wrong stuff. So excuse me, I'm drinking an iced coffee, so that's the reason for the burping. But yeah, everything was good at that doctor's appointment, except, they said I was trending on the higher side, but they didn't say that I was like obese, or not obese. They said I wasn't, my BMI wasn't like off when I started the pregnancy, so it wasn't anything they were concerned about. Keep eating and all that stuff. They would be concerned if I was actually losing weight, or if it was too much outside of that window that they want to keep you in. So I had to tell them, well, my concern is after I have the baby, it's going to take me forever to lose the weight, because if I'm already at 30 pounds, and at that point it was 30 pounds, right now it's like 35 pounds, and I have a few more months to go, and you start gaining weight rapidly towards the end, I'm definitely going to exceed that amount that they were trying to keep me within, and it will be a little bit of a struggle to lose the weight. But anyway, it's all for good reason, and I'm sure I will lose it. Don't know how long it's going to take, but I'm going to work hard. So they measured me. I was measuring 31 inches, and during this doctor's visit, I was 30 weeks. So they said that was good. The baby's heart rate was 144, and that was it. I scheduled my acupuncture visit for Monday. It's at an office that's like 40 minutes away, but I found a really good deal on Groupon, so I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and take that 40-minute drive, because even when I calculate gas and all of that in, it's still cheaper than it would have been if I went to an office closer to my home. So I will let you guys know how that goes, and you all know, if you've watched my previous video, the acupuncture is for the migraines that I get, to see if that works. Symptoms, obviously, I think I said this, but nothing has really changed except for swelling. I believe in my last video I did mention that I had like ankle swelling, but my feet and hands are like huge at points. Right now they're not that big. My feet are not that big, but big as far as the swelling. But during my wedding week, I couldn't even wear shoes. I only had my shoes on for photos for the most part, and it wasn't even for all the photos. It was for some photos, and then I was just like, I had to take these bad boys off, and took them off. And then the dinner afterwards, I didn't have them on at all. Like, my feet were so swollen, I could not wear heels, and I cannot wear heels at all. I could barely wear sneakers. Like, none of my stuff is fitting. So I'm usually in slippers. And my hands, at the wedding, which I don't want to give you guys too much, because I will tell you guys all of this information in my wedding vlog video. But just know I was able to wear my rings for the day we got married, and then that's it. They've been off ever since. And taking them off was like hell. It was no joke. And then I tried to go and buy a fake ring to wear in place, but until, you know, I have the baby, and if I have to get remeasured or whatever, do that, resize. But I didn't like the way the fake ring looks, so right now I'm just ringless, and I'm so mad about it because I'm a newlywed and I want to be able to wear my rings, like, of course. So that's a bummer, but it's all for this baby, Lola. Cravings, I don't have any. I'm just always hungry and I'm always eating, and I sometimes want to cry after I eat because I'm like, oh my gosh, I just had a hamburger and now I want another hamburger and some ice cream and everything else in the refrigerator. But I can't help it. Like, I have to eat. When I get hungry, I have to eat. Like, no lie. I start to get depressed if I don't eat, and I start to get an attitude, and I start feeling like I'm like about to pass out. So my husband thinks I'm a bit dramatic about it, but I'm so serious. If you get that way, please let me know in the comment section below. But I get to the point where I'm like on the brink of tears if I don't eat, and if I don't eat what I want to eat. So your girl gotta eat, and that's it. I know it'll go back to normal in April once I have a baby, but right now I'm just always hungry and always eating everything. No cravings right now though, not that I can think of. Sleep is still horrible. I had to get a boppy pillow that I found on sale at Marshall's for like $20. So very happy about that. It helps a little bit, but not much. I'm getting up every 2 hours. When I do go to sleep, it's like I'm getting right back up to use the bathroom. So it sucks. Still peeing all the time. Joy. The baby moves a lot. She is so active, especially at night. Oh my goodness. And she is stubborn. So I want someone to feel her movements. And she's moving, like she's moving. And I'm like, touch my stomach, touch my stomach. And someone touches my stomach. She stops moving. And I'm like, really? That's what we're doing? Like, you're not going to let them feel you? You're making me out to be a liar. So she just stops moving. She has a mind of her own. She does her own thing. But at night when it's just her and I, because my husband works overnight, she is like doing acrobats in there, karate. Like, she is all over the place. And I guess she's just like, Ma, this is for you. This is not for the world. Like, I can't even be mad at her. Stretch marks. I just want to shed a tear. 4. My stomach. When I say, remember you guys, I should probably insert a clip where I'm just like, oh, I have these 2 stretch marks on this side and 2 stretch marks, and I just thought that was the worst thing in the world. Oh, how I'd like that back. My stomach has grown and stretched so much, and the stretch marks are there as evidence. Like, yeah, the right side where my butterfly tattoo is, it's crazy. It's so crazy. And my mom is always like, oh, they're gonna go away, they're light, they're gonna go away, or they'll lighten up, and you'll hardly be able to see them. Like, where my belly button is, it's like from there down on the right hand side, and then you go to the right side of the left side of my belly button, and there are a few down there, but they're all on the bottom portion of my stomach. And I'm just like, I thought I would be able to avoid getting you guys, but I'm not exempt. I am just like every other woman in the world, and not everyone gets stretch marks, but I happen to be one that has gotten them, and all for good reason. So I'm not going to sit up here and dwell on the stretch marks, although I don't want them. I will just, use creams, shea butters, and all that to try to lighten them up after the baby comes. And those will be, a reminder of the human that I brought into this world, my little love bug. So it is what it is, The nursery, remember I told you guys my apartment looked like hell had came through, and or a tornado had come through and raised like so much havoc. It doesn't look like that anymore. I'm in my bedroom right now, and my vanity is actually in the bedroom now, along with my shelf that houses all of my beauty products. And so there's no longer a beauty room. That is totally Lola's room, and the room was actually painted. We did an accent wall. My husband did. And my mother's boyfriend, who is like a father to me, he's been in my life for like ever, so he came down to visit for the wedding, And so him and my fiance painted the accent wall, and we're actually going to have someone come tomorrow and put together the furniture. So the crib, the rocking chair, the armoire, that's going to be put together tomorrow, and then we're going to start decorating. So I'm excited about that. That's it. That's my update. Like, nothing else has been happening. I mean, a lot has been happening, but as far as like the pregnancy is concerned, it's, you know, going, and symptoms the same, cravings not really having any, and I'm just really excited. My hair, I believe this is the first video I've done where my natural hair is out, and it's growing, and I don't even think it's growing at a faster pace, but excuse me, I did notice less shedding. So less shedding means more length retention. So I'm really happy about that. It seems very, very healthy. I got it cut into a tapered cut last October, so it's growing out really nicely. I'm happy. My emotions are high and low. Like, sometimes I get into these, oh my gosh, like I'm about to have a baby, I hope I'm a great mom. Like anxiety, like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do something wrong. I don't know how to really change a baby. I don't know how to really I don't know how to nurse. I don't know how to carry a baby like that. Like, oh my goodness. So I get into those modes, and then I have to bring it back, pray, and know that everything is going to be fine. And moms have been doing this for decades upon decades upon decades, and there are tons of first-time moms that go into it feeling like I do, and they end up being the greatest parents ever. So, and my mom is, I think, the greatest mom ever, and she had to start somewhere, so I'll be okay. Then I start thinking about the weight and the stretch marks and all that, and then I'm just like, listen, I am not superficial. All of that will go away. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get into these zones, and then I have to pull myself back, which is normal. As long as you're able to pull yourself back. If you're not, I feel if you're not able to pull yourself back, that's when there's a problem. And, you know, you need to seek help at that point. But with me, I think, as in, you know, a lot of first-time moms, as with a lot of first-time moms, it's all new, and you're just like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So, yeah, it's crazy. But I haven't been to work since, I believe, the 25th of January, so I'm out of work right now, because of all of the symptoms that I do have, and I'm not going back until, well, we'll see. I'm gonna have the baby, and then, you know, be out for that portion of time. But I just, you know, I don't know when I'm going back at this point. I'm just trying to get things together, keep things together, and enjoy my pregnancy, because I literally have 8 weeks left. I am 32 weeks today and 1 day. So I'm 8 months pregnant, and she is about to be here soon. Oh, I forgot to mention, I did do my birthing plan, which I'll actually do a separate video on. And it was something else. Oh, we have a hospital tour on Friday, my husband and I, and then we have a birthing class on Saturday that we'll be going to. That's from 9 to 5. And next Thursday I have a lactation class. So a lot of classes coming up, because again, I don't know much about this whole being a mom thing, and I need as much help as I can. Although my mom has 5 children, and she is definitely support and will definitely be guiding me. She lives like a few units down in my complex, so she's like readily available. But I still want to take these classes as an extra, you know, a bonus, so that I can learn all that I can. And that's it. So I knew I said this video would be short. I always try, but I want to make sure I give you guys all of the information. And this was 3 weeks worth of, you know, telling you guys what's going on, what's coming up. And yeah, I hope I didn't forget anything. You know, I have an ultrasound the end of the month, but you'll be updated on that when it comes. Oh, at this point in pregnancy, a lot of moms start going every 2 weeks, but my OB's office has this thing called baby scripts. If anyone knows about baby scripts, you know, leave a comment in the comment section below. But baby scripts, where for the next few weeks, my last appointment was the 14th of February, and I don't go back for an OB checkup until I think the 27th or 28th of March. And that's because I have this thing called baby scripts, which monitors my blood pressure and weight. And they'll just use that for the in the interim until I have my next appointment. I mean, I guess it's good because I don't have to go into the office, but I was concerned at first. I'm like, you don't see me for a whole month and some change. Like, it's like a whole 6 weeks. But that's this new program they're running. And then after that 27th or 28th, I don't remember the date, I go every 2 weeks. And then I go back 2 weeks later, and then I believe it's every week. So yeah. Oh, my baby shower's coming up too. It's April 2nd. So I think that's it. Let me I'm going to stop talking now. But I love you guys. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them in the comment section below, and I will see you in my next video.